Imagine a world where music isn't just sound, it's a lifeline. A world where every note carries the weight of joy, pain, love, and loss. Now picture a woman who didn't just sing songs but lived them, breathed them, and gave them to us as gifts. That woman was Angie Stone. Today we're not just talking about her music, we're talking about her legacy, her impact, and the void she leaves behind. But here's the twist. This isn't just a story about death. It's a story about life, about how one woman's voice became the soundtrack for millions. So let's get straight to it. No fluff, no fancy words, just the raw, real story of Angie Stone. Angie Stone wasn't just a singer, she was a storyteller. Born in South Carolina, she grew up in a world where life wasn't easy. But instead of letting hardship silence her, she used it to fuel her music. Her voice wasn't just powerful, it was real. When she sang, you didn't just hear her, you felt her. Songs like No More Rain, In This Cloud, and Wish I Didn't Miss You weren't just hits. They were anthems for anyone who'd ever loved, lost, or dreamed of something better. But Angie didn't just sing about pain. She sang about hope. She sang about resilience. She sang about the kind of love that doesn't just heal, it transforms. And that's why her music resonated with so many. It wasn't just entertainment, it was therapy. Angie's journey to stardom wasn't overnight. She started singing in church choirs where her talent was first recognized. From there, she joined the hip-hop group The Sequence, making waves in the music industry. But it was her solo career that truly showcased her genius. Her debut album, Black Diamond, was a masterpiece that blended soul, R&B, and hip-hop in a way that felt fresh and authentic. Let's talk numbers for a second. Angie Stone sold millions of records worldwide. She earned Grammy nominations and critical acclaim. But numbers don't tell the whole story. The real impact of her music is in the lives she touched. Take Brotha, for example. This wasn't just a song, it was a movement. It celebrated black men, their strength, their struggles, and their beauty. In a world that often marginalizes them, Angie's words were a reminder of their worth. And then there's Baby, a song that captured the complexities of love in a way that felt personal to everyone who listened. But Angie's influence didn't stop at her music. She was a mentor, a role model, and a voice for the voiceless. She used her platform to speak out on issues like mental health, poverty, and racial inequality. She didn't just sing about change, she lived it. Her music became a refuge for people going through tough times. Fans often shared stories of how her songs helped them through breakups, job losses, and even the loss of loved ones. One fan wrote, "When I lost my mother, Angie's music was the only thing that kept me going. Her voice felt like a hug when I needed it most." When Angie Stone passed away, the world didn't just lose a singer. It lost a beacon of light. Her funeral wasn't a somber affair. It was a celebration. Friends, family, and fans gathered to honor her life, her music, and her spirit. The service opened with a performance of No More Rain, In This Cloud. As the first notes played, there wasn't a dry eye in the room. But by the end, people were on their feet, singing along, celebrating the woman who had given them so much. Speakers at the funeral didn't just talk about Angie's achievements. They talked about her heart. They talked about the time she spent mentoring young artists, the way she always made time for her fans, and the love she had for her family. One speaker said, "Angie didn't just make music, she made magic." Her daughter, Diamond Stone, gave a heartfelt tribute, saying, "My mother was my hero. She taught me to be strong, to be kind, and to always follow my dreams. Her music was her gift to the world, but her love was her gift to me." The funeral also featured performances by some of the biggest names in music, all of whom had been inspired by Angie. They sang her songs, shared stories, and celebrated the impact she had on their lives and careers. It's easy to compare Angie Stone to other soul legends like Aretha Franklin or Whitney Houston. But here's the thing. Angie wasn't trying to be anyone else. She was unapologetically herself. While Aretha was the queen of soul and Whitney had the voice of an angel, Angie was the people's artist. Her music wasn't about perfection. It was about connection. Take Wish I Didn't Miss You, for example. While other artists might have focused on vocal acrobatics, Angie kept it simple. She let the emotion in her voice do the talking. And that's what made her stand out. She wasn't just a singer. She was a friend, a confidant, a voice for the everyday person. Angie's music also had a unique blend of genres. She seamlessly combined soul, R&B, hip-hop, and even gospel, creating a sound that was entirely her own. This versatility allowed her to reach a wide audience, from older generations who grew up with soul music to younger listeners who appreciated her modern twist. Angie Stone's words were as powerful as her music. Here are a few quotes that capture her essence. "Music is my therapy. It's how I heal, how I cope, and how I share my story." 2. I don't sing for fame. I sing for the people who need to hear these words. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. These quotes aren't just words. They're a reflection of who Angie was, a woman who turned her struggles into strength and her pain into power. Angie Stone's death left a void in the music industry and in the hearts of her fans. But her legacy lives on. Her music continues to inspire, to heal, and to bring people together. And while we may never see another artist quite like her, we can honor her memory by living the way she did, with courage, compassion, and an unshakable belief in the power of music. Her influence can be seen in the new generation of artists who cite her as an inspiration. Singers like H.E.R., Jasmine Sullivan, and even Beyoncé have acknowledged Angie's impact on their music. They've taken her lessons of authenticity and emotional honesty and carried them forward, ensuring that her legacy continues to grow. One of the most remarkable things about Angie Stone was her ability to write lyrics that spoke directly to the soul. Her words weren't just poetic, they were profound. They tackled themes of love, loss, resilience, and hope in a way that felt deeply personal. For example, in No More Rain, in This Cloud, she sings, "I've been through the storm and the rain, I've been through the heartache and pain, but I'm still here, standing tall. I've learned to rise after every fall." These lines aren't just lyrics. They're a mantra for anyone who's ever faced adversity. They remind us that no matter how hard life gets, we have the strength to keep going. Angie Stone's family and community played a significant role in her life and career. She often spoke about how her upbringing in South Carolina shaped her values and her music. Her mother, a devout Christian, instilled in her a strong sense of faith and resilience. This foundation carried her through the ups and downs of her career. Angie also made it a point to give back to her community. She was involved in numerous charitable organizations, focusing on education, mental health, and youth empowerment. She believed that her success wasn't just for her, it was a platform to help others. In her final years, Angie Stone continued to make music and inspire others. She released several albums, each one showcasing her growth as an artist and a person. She also became more vocal about social issues, using her platform to advocate for change. Despite her health challenges, she remained positive and determined. She often said, "I'm not done yet. There's still so much I want to do, so many people I want to help." And she did just that, right up until the end. So here's the question. What does Angie Stone's music mean to you? Does it remind you of a specific moment in your life? Does it give you hope when things seem dark? Does it make you feel seen, heard, and understood? Angie Stone may be gone, but her voice lives on. And as long as we keep listening, keep singing, and keep sharing her music, she'll never truly be gone. So, let's end this with a challenge. Go back and listen to one of her songs today. Let her voice remind you of the power of resilience, the beauty of love, and the importance of staying true to yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's what Angie Stone was all about. Not just making music, but making a difference.